Salem Aerial. For aerial photos, videos, mapping, and inspections, visit SalemAerial.com.
That flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. USA! 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 USA!
What brings you out to the rally here today?
Well, because I'm a firm believer in liberty, and I firmly believe that right now it's deeply in jeopardy in this nation and right here in this state. I'm a fifth-generation Oregon farmer, and I don't like what's going on in my state, my beloved Oregon. I served 8 years here in the House of Representatives, and Oregon's a very different place now. We're on the verge of an abject socialism. Socialism's never worked anywhere it's ever been tried. And I'm going to do my best to make sure it doesn't happen here in Oregon. So I'm going to remain part of the political movement. And this movement today is about pushing back against tyranny, against shutdowns, which is what our governor, who I used to serve with, is doing in our state, both in our businesses and in our schools. And it needs to stop, and it needs to stop now. It's been long enough, and all of the protocols and things she's put into place haven't worked. So it's time to stop it, and that's what we're doing here today. We're making a strong statement. It's time to stop. Open this state back up again.
So those are pretty harsh words from a former politician. What do you have to say about our current politicians? For instance, our current legislature.
Well, there's always two different ideologies present typically within the legislative body. When I served here, we Republicans were in control. Now the Democrats are in control.
Did you have a supermajority when?
No, we didn't. We always had Democrat governors, so we would always have to negotiate with Democrat governors. They don't negotiate today. It's their way or the highway. That's their attitude. The Democrats are in control here now, okay? It isn't collegial almost in any way. It is us versus them. It is good versus evil, because what they want to do, what they're trying to do, is literally put tyranny, ram it down our throats, put it all over us. And I'm done with it. I'm done with lockdowns. I'm done with mask requirements that don't work anyway. I've had my fill of it. Okay, and what we've got to do is make sure these people in here are more afraid of us than they are of the people that give them money, because the people that give them money are controlling what they're doing, plus their ideology. We're going to stand for liberty no matter what it takes.
I've spoken to a few people the last couple of weeks. Paul Romero is one of them.
Yes.
Paul Romero makes some pretty strong charges about Governor Brown and the Chinese Communist Party. Have you got any comments to make on that?
I haven't done enough research to be able to tell you whether I think those connections are as solid as what Paul and many others say that it is. But it doesn't mean that it's not there. It just means it may need to be investigated further and truly uncovered. I mean, there's certainly a lot of, believe me, China is well known for compromising politicians all over America, and our governor's no different. I think it's very interesting that all of these undersea cables from China keep getting landed on the southern Oregon coast when they won't let us export natural gas out of there. They won't do these other things, right? That create jobs for Americans, not jobs for Chinese. So, my view of this is that if in fact there is evidence of there, let's find it. And if it's true, then let's prosecute it politically. If it doesn't violate the law, it violates the spirit of the law. Governors, anybody in here who's sworn oath to serve us needs to serve us, the people of Oregon. not the people of China or any other place.
Would you, you know, you talked about political solutions. How do I frame this? If a politician in Oregon takes money from the Chinese Communist Party and then does their bidding, is there a crime in there?
Well, yes, that's a federal crime. Okay, you can't take money from foreign countries or foreign governments. However, there are ways that the Chinese and frankly other countries have for years laundered money through American subsidiaries of corporations or whatever, companies that are in their home countries. And it's not just China, it's others. So the reality is it happens, and we need to be ever vigilant of it. And frankly, we need to shine the light of day on it. People need to know it. You know, when evil is covered up in darkness, you shine the light on it, people in America get upset. Okay, because we stand up for what's right. And we've got to do that. We've got to keep doing that. That's why I've got this effort underway to help uncover voter fraud in this state, okay? But other things, we need to be investigating the finances, go deep into the dive of finances of some of these politicians that are making some very strange political moves, shall we say, okay? That needs to happen, and it's only going to be the citizens who do it, because we can't rely on the mainstream media to do it. They're not going to do that in this state. So it's up to us. Either we, the people, stand up and defend this country, this republic, or we lose it.
Okay, and you mentioned the voter fraud. That was going to be my last topic with you today, especially since it's starting to rain.
Starting to rain.
If you could just, what are your thoughts on voter fraud in Oregon?
Well, we know it exists because we find it every now and then. I've uncovered some of it myself. Most of it will not be dealt with in any meaningful way, at least from the state level. The only way we're going to do it is to deal with it at the county level when we uncover it. Now, is there massive machine voting, you know, our Dominion machines changing votes in Oregon? We don't know. No one watching this right now can tell me how their vote was counted. They can say if their vote was counted, but how was it counted? Was it counted the way they voted? Nobody knows.
Was it counted for the left or the right?
Correct. Nobody knows.
Okay.
So we need to come up with a better system, and if we can't make vote by mail more secure, then we need to get rid of it.
So we're experiencing a healthy dose of Oregon sunshine here.
We gotta love it.
Any last words for the folks?
It's all about liberty. It's all about preserving our republic, and we'd better get at it, because we're going to lose it if we don't.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Brother asked me what to do with it. I told him to burn it because we believe in one vote.
Right. Absolutely.
I do have off the Secretary of State's website. He's still a registered voter, and I have his death certificate.
So here's what you need to do. You need to call the county clerk and say, is your father-in-law?
My stepdad.
Your stepdad is dead. Okay. You keep sending him ballots. I have his death certificate. They'll want to see the death certificate, but they'll take him off the vote list. That's how you have to do that.
Because what I was told when I contacted the elections division is to be a good citizen. And having taken off the rolls, my question is why almost 7 years later is he still on?
You shouldn't have to. So my county clerk in Lynn County.
He's from Douglas County.
Yeah. So my county clerk has his staff every day looking at the obituaries.
Okay.
And they check every name against their voter database. They my dad died on July 20th of this year.
Okay.
He did not get a ballot in November.
So it's
because they do it right.
So it's Douglas County I should get hold of.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
I will do that.
You should do that. Good for you.
Thank
man.
you.
I'm glad you're doing the right thing.
At Western Pacific Roofing, our residential team can provide all of your roofing needs. 503-588-7663.